Kung papipiliin ka ngayon, anong pipiliin mo? Maging isang nurse or maging isang beauty queen?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Nandun ka na sa stage representing a certain city. Ano ba yung feeling nun?
Unreal, as in unreal. Kasi like it's a serious game.
Yeah. How did you balance nursing and joining
Yan.
beauty pageant?
Paano mo
Before
nagagawa
ka,
yun?
110% talaga. Because I wanted to really, commit.
Dati, yung mga guests namin from the Philippines, from the UK, from the US, ngayon, from the universe na pala.
Oo.
60 seconds starts now.
Oh, bring it on! Let's go!
I'm Angeline Cordero Kailani, representing the beautiful and vibrant community of England.
What's up, Nurse Squad? This is Siege Manto. I'm your digital nurse from London.
And I'm EJ Abarientos, your nurse photographer in the UK.
And this is a show created by nurses for nurses. This is the
Nurse the Show Season 2! Today's guest perfectly embodies beauty, passion, and compassion. Ano siya, bro? Perfect example siya of saving lives, taking care of the patients, and inspiring others through her crown. So,
Walaan ko, isa siyang beauty queen, no?
yes.
Palagi akong nanonood ng beauty pageant. So, let's introduce our guest for
Sure.
today. Yeah. So, we're gonna do the nursing handover. She is a 29-year-old female, conscious and coherent. Yung brainwaves niya is sharp and eloquent. Mobility, fiery with deadly passarella. Diagnosis, crown-related cervical strain and stage walk-induced confidence. So what's our nursing plan, bro?
Okay, our nursing plan: to conquer the universe with great nursing care and touch lives, and ignite hope and be the source of pride for Filipinos.
Yes. So ladies and
Yes, huwag
gentlemen,
na tayong magpatumpik-tumpik pa.
yes. So please welcome our guest for today.
Hello everyone, my name is Angeline Cordero Kailani, your Miss Universe Philippines, Iloilo Province, representing the Filipino Society of England. Thank you so much. What an entrance! What was that? Oh my God!
Hindi mo expect, no?
Oo, parang nagulat ako. I was like, what? I was like, at the same time, I was like trying to clap at the. I didn't want to like disturb the the podcast.
Yeah.
So,
First of all, Ange, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
my pleasure.
Yeah. Welcome to the show.
Thank you. I'm so excited. I heard so much about the show, so I'm actually really excited to be here. So when I met Kuya and then he reached out to me to invite me, I was so delighted. I was like, sure,
Go
like
agad.
go,
Ah,
let's
yes.
go, sige, go.
Because we're looking for a nurse beauty queen. So, perfect.
Dati, yung mga guests namin from the Philippines, from the UK, from the US, ngayon, from the universe na pala.
Oh.
Wow, galing yun ah!
Universe.
Ah, di ba?
Galing mo
Yeah.
doon.
Well done, well done.
Yes.
So, Ange, we'd like to know more about you.
Yes.
Okay?
Sure.
So,
Yeah.
saan ka ba nag-umpisa? Paano nag-umpisa ang isang Angeline?
Well, I grew up in Iloilo, and I was born there and I grew up there. I lived 7 years of my life there, and then I moved to London when I was 7 because my mom, found a great opportunity here as a nurse, as
Oh,
many
she's a
Filipinos are, go abroad and find a better opportunity. So so she was here. She worked here as a nurse, worked very hard, as many Filipinos do, to send money back home. And when she had enough, she was able to bring me and my brothers here, and we were able to start life here. So so I really commend her, and I actually followed in her footsteps, and I became a nurse myself.
Okay.
So
Was it your choice na maging nursing? Kasi mostly sa mga pansin ko, sa mga nurses dito sa UK,
Oo.
pag may mga anak sila, parang hinahayaan nilang yung anak nila magpili ng anong course. Pero ikaw ba, was this your choice?
So I feel like when I was young, my mom was constantly telling me all the positives about nursing and
Yeah.
how beneficial it is. One thing in particular she would tell me is actually like nursing is a passport for life, which is actually true in many ways, right?
Yeah.
Actually, in the Philippines, I know a lot of people want to do nursing so that they can, go abroad, and their aim is talaga to go abroad. And how do they do that? They do that through nursing. And I mean, it goes really well with the Filipino personality, right? We just naturally like
caring.
to
Yeah.
care for people. That's
Yeah.
not something like we just say, okay, sige, I'll be a nurse and do that. You can't just do that. Like, it needs to actually come from the heart, like caring.
Yes.
Like a 12-hour shift just for to make money, parang it's not possible, right? So yeah, like she was telling me all these positive things. She even would bring me to like the hospital parties with the consultants and the doctors and the other nurses, and yeah, I would dance there, have a good time with the other Filipino nurses, and parang I kind of grew up in that environment already. So parang I was already like kind of exposed to that. So from that, I already had positive experiences reinforcing that, and I thought, oh, sige, maybe I should do nursing. It went hand in hand with my personality, so hence why I'm here today, and I'm still a nurse. So yeah.
And for how many years ka na nurse?
So actually, I did nursing for over 5 years now in total, but that's in total. But within kind of, if you would kind of like put it together, it would be 7 years. But I took sabbaticals within my time as a nurse. So in total, nursing, just nursing lang, I would say 5 years.
Okay, and what kind of nurse pala? ang isang
NICU
Angeline?
nurse. I'm
Wow,
a NICU
NICU
nurse.
nurse.
Neonatal nurse. Yes.
So gusto mo talaga sa babies, sa mga bata?
Funny story. So, you know, in the UK, when you graduate as a nurse, you don't graduate like the Philippines, like general nursing lang. And then after that, you specialize, diba? Pero here in the UK, talaga, you already pick one. So it's either adult nursing, child nursing, or mental health.
Yeah.
So I decided children because I loved children since I was young. For some reason, I'm just drawn to children. And yeah, from that, actually, I was open to NICU nursing, but deep down inside, I didn't want to do NICU nursing because my mom was a NICU nurse already. So
Okay.
parang I was
But
like,
siya
okay, that's my
something
mom's thing.
Yeah.
And I kind of want to do my own thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I tried pediatrics. I did hematology as well. There were amazing experiences. Yeah, I did different types of, I had experience in different types of fields, and so kind of after I graduated, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was still kind of a bit lost. And some nurses are, which is fine. And I was kind of like thinking, what should I do? So I did rotation for the first year. So I rotated around 3 different areas.
Yeah.
And the last rotation I had was NICU. Even though I asked for it as a student, I never got it. So parang it was a sign. And then I had, in my previous rotations, I didn't really have the best experience. So when I had NICU, I was like, okay, like this is me. This is
Okay.
it. And I was like, oh, so this is how it feels to
Yeah.
be in a place where you're like, I know what I want. Yeah, so that was basically,
Mapapil mo talaga.
Oo.
You can feel
Yeah,
it
you
kung
can feel
but
ano.
I didn't know that feeling before until like I was there and I actually felt it for myself. So like things like I really liked about NICU was that it's very there's a like structure, and I thrive off structure. Like give me something with structure and it's great for me, and then I'll do what I need to do within the structure, but I'm like, at least I know parang what to expect, and I like that about NICU. So
So ayaw mo ng ER, anong ED?
you
A&E.
know what? I had experience in A&E and I loved it too.
Oh.
So I love the adrenaline, but it's just different
Kasi-
talaga, diba?
Oo. Kasi you're,
But it feels so nice when you get a really really sick patient. Of course, it's not nice to get a sick patient, but when you get a sick patient and then you kind of
challenging patients.
you work as a team to like help that patient survive, especially if it's a blue call.
Yeah.
And then the patient survives,
Yeah.
especially if it's a child as well. And
Yeah.
the parents are like absolutely distraught, and then they're like, thank you so much for saving my child. Like that feeling you can never
Fulfilling.
buy.
Fulfilling.
You can never buy, and hence why a lot of us become nurses, right? Because that feeling is just
Yeah.
is magic, really. So
Yeah.
so
So,
yeah.
saan nag-umpisa ang pagiging beauty queen mo? So,
Good question.
ito ba, na-feel mo na to nung bata ka pa?
As a beauty queen,
Asa parang,
Gusto mong mag-beauty
di ba yung
queen?
pagbata ka pa parang mahilig kang rumampa or something?
you wanna sing or you
Oh,
wanna
you wanna
dance?
sing, oh.
Or you wanna dancer? Or,
Tapos nakita mo ba yung mga pageant sa TV? Na-feel mo na ba na parang someday I'll be a beauty queen?
I think when I was in Pinas, I like not necessarily I will be a beauty queen. Parang it was more like I was already, because as you can see, I'm half. So parang in Pinas, that's like girls who usually look mixed race
Yeah.
or like
Wait, what half pala?
ambiguous.
Gusto namin malaman. Kung
Oh.
anong race? Anong
Do you
race
wanna,
mo na?
do you wanna try guess?
Sige. Ikaw bro, guess mo.
Do you wanna guess?
half Filipino, half British?
No.
No?
Nice guess
I
though.
think more of Middle Eastern. Like,
Middle Eastern.
It's
yeah.
correct. Parang
That's correct.
half Filipino, half Parang mga Lebanon, mga ganun, mga...
Yeah, so very close. So I would
Okay.
say like half Filipino, and then my other half is so my dad is Sudanese Egyptian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I didn't actually. Okay, funny story, right? Okay, I'm telling I'm telling you guys. But the thing is, I didn't actually know where my dad was fully from, because my mom met him when she was working in Dubai. I was really curious, and my dad actually he passed away when I was young. When I was 5 years old, he
Okay.
passed away from lung cancer, and so I didn't really know much of him. And so I was really curious one day, and there was a Black Friday sale, and they had like, the DNA, the
Yeah.
thing that you spit into. So I did that, and I sent it off, and it's pretty accurate,
Really?
I did 23andMe. This is not an advertisement, guys, but 23andMe, and you basically spit into a tube and you send it off. And then on the app, you can see where you're from.
Okay.
And it was actually very accurate. So I got Iloilo, Philippines, 50%, as in like talagang
really?
50%.
That's
And then
amazing,
the
no?
rest was like all over like Congolese. I got like all over Africa. And then also like, but mainly it was like Sudan and Egypt.
Oh, gawa rin
So-
kaya tayo nun, bro.
Sige,
Mag-speak
try
din
natin.
kaya
So
ako.
Try
that's,
natin
you
yan.
never know.
Baka may
you could
lumabas.
Baka
have-
may code ka.
Diba? You could have like Spanish, Chinese,
Yeah.
or something like that. I had a little bit of Chinese as well, so
Mm.
you never know, guys.
Okay.
I thought that was quite interesting. Anyways,
Yeah.
what was the question again? We went off
So
on
yun
a
na.
tangent.
When
So paano,
ano pa?
where did
Oh.
it begin? Where did
Okay.
it all begin?
So, as you know, if you're mixed race in the Philippines, it kind of like people already look at you and they're like, "Oh, you should become like a celebrity. You should go down that route." And I think if I was to stay in the Philippines, I would have probably gone down that route. My mom is very excited for that.
Artista,
Artista, ganun. Oh, parang mukhang artista.
Artistahin,
Sige,
ganun.
sige na, like, join ka na, like, join this,
Mga
join
auditions.
that. Oo,
Audition,
to be an artista. So, but obviously life took me in different ways. But since I was young, I enjoyed dancing. So I feel like maybe I had that element in me of like performance.
Okay. Yun ba yung mga talent mo pag, di ba may talent show sa beauty pageant?
Oh,
Ano
actually,
yung talent mo?
Miss Universe didn't require
Ah,
talent.
really?
No,
Amazing.
they didn't require talent.
How about here in the UK?
Dito.
Oh, they did. Yes, I danced.
Oh.
Yeah, I danced. So it was like prelim night, and that night I danced basically.
What kind of dance?
It was to K-pop actually, but I mixed
K-pop.
Pantropico and I mixed
Oh,
like
okay.
a
Vini daw, bro.
K-pop. Yeah,
Vini,
yeah, I mixed it together. So.
Ano tayo? Blooms.
Blooms kami eh. Ikaw di ba blooms ka din?
Are you talaga?
Yeah, we watched the
concert.
Bini concert. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to, but I was working.
Ah,
yeah,
sayang.
I was on a night shift, sayang. But yeah, so like I love to dance. So I think an element of me really loved to perform.
Okay.
Yeah, and so
Perform.
kind of naturally, I had that in me. So going back to why I joined beauty pageants. So not last year, but the year before, I was in Korea, and at that time there was like something that sparked in me. I think I started seeing like beauty queens, and
Okay.
one of my really big inspirations
Yes.
was Catriona Gray.
Oh.
Yeah.
She was.
Miss Universe
Miss Universe, yeah.
2018.
Shout out Catriona Gray.
Yeah,
Fiona, if you're
Yeah.
watching.
She's from Albay.
Catriona, if
Yeah.
you're watching.
From Albay. We're
Yeah.
representing...
Shout out, yeah.
Shout out kasi baka ipopost niya to, tapos makita.
Oo, makina Catriona. Shout out
Catriona.
Catriona Gray from Albay.
Atisa, Katrina.
Hi, Catriona Gray. If you're watching, please
Pia,
call
Pia.
me, message me. So yeah, anyways, so that like videos of her popped up, and I was like, wow, she has so much confidence. She's like,
The Lava Walk.
yeah, like wow, she's actually amazing. Like, and
She set the standard, di ba?
yeah, she
Yung bagong
did
standard
like
niya.
internationally, like with beauty pageants in general, and she was a big inspiration for me.
Yeah.
And I think, kind of taking that bit, and also one thing something that sparked within me was I wanted to do more within the Filipino community within London, where I
Okay.
was from. So at the time I was in Korea, and I was gonna go back to London, go back to nursing. I had an idea to kind of, how could I do more within the Filipino community? Because I feel like us Filipinos, we're just so talented.
Yeah.
But, we need to show that talent somewhere. And we need to be able to show that talent. I think a lot of the other Asian communities were really good at kind of showcasing that.
Yes.
But we didn't really have like something that was cohesive, I think. There were like a lot of festivals going on. But I think something like this, like, the nurses show, kind of bringing Filipinos more together.
Closer, yeah.
There was a gap in that at the time, and I was kind of like, how could I kind of have a platform where I could showcase Filipino talent within London or
Yeah.
within the UK per se, because I met a lot of talented people, and so I was like, oh, like beauty pageants is actually a really
Good
good
choice.
choice, but I didn't piece things together. It was kind of like, oh, I saw Catriona, I was like, oh, I want to walk confidently like that. I want to be confident like that. And I felt like beauty pageants was a good platform to combine all the things like I cared about. But at the time, I actually didn't know anything about beauty pageants at all. And so parang it was just an idea. I came back to London. Then like my Instagram page was just getting spammed. You know how the algorithm
They
works?
listen. They listen to you.
Yeah, literally, it was scary. Parang, so I started kind of getting spammed, and I was like, oh, okay, fine. And then I was thinking about joining one pageant specifically in the UK, and then suddenly I heard there was a new one, a new pageant,
Yeah.
and they had like a lot of crowns, and I didn't know it at the time, but this was the pageant that had the Miss Universe crown.
Yes.
And so at the time I was just like, okay, it's another pageant. This looks, the sashing day, the interview or casting day was like earlier on, a bit more earlier on. So I was like, okay, I'll just go for this one and see how it goes.
Yeah.
And so that's where it started. And then I kind of started to learn about pageants as I was
You were
joining the
oh.
pageant. And that was stressful.
On the job, like on
I'm
the
not
job,
gonna lie
yeah.
to you,
on the
but
job training.
it was really, it really opened my mind a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So that's kind of how it started last year. And so I went on the journey, and that pageant was about 4 months long.
Okay.
4 months long, yeah.
Is that your first pageant?
That was my first pageant. Yes,
okay.
my very first. So that's Mr. and Miss Pilipinas Royalties UK, and that's shout out
Shout
to
out natin.
Sir Molly,
Yeah,
Tita
Sir Molly, shout
and
out.
the crew at the
Yes, Miss
KC,
Royalties.
Mr.
Mr.
and Miss.
Mr. and Miss Royalties.
Yes,
Okay.
Filipinas Royalties UK. That was the pageant I joined, and yeah, I
And you
learned
won.
so much, and I won.
got the crown.
So
Yeah.
that was amazing, so amazing. Especially in the beginning, I never thought I would. Not that I never thought I would win, but it was very difficult because I was learning about it. I was doing my full-time job,
Yeah.
and I was in the beginning. I was kind of in and out of whether I should continue because joining pageants takes a lot of money,
Yes.
a lot of
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
a lot of effort, and it wasn't really my plan because I started making cakes,
Oh, okay.
and I wanted to potentially kind of start a business in that.
Like baking cakes.
Yeah, baking cakes. So I actually make cakes. So later on, guys,
Yes.
watch out.
Baka mag-order ka na,
yeah,
mag-order kami.
so
ah.
plug.
Yeah, so yan. So what are your preparations? Kasi first pageant mo yun. Siyempre, scary pa. Ano yung mga preparations mo?
For
that?
okay, so
Like,
number one,
yeah.
money.
Money,
Okay.
yes, of course.
So finance is
pounds?
very important. Pounds. I think number one, the biggest thing aside from like the jokes, was kind of mentally. I wanted to make sure I was mentally prepared
Yeah.
to really do my best and give my best efforts.
Okay.
Because otherwise, what's the point, right?
Yes.
Like, why waste your time? Why waste your effort if you're not fully gonna be committed to it? So I really wanted to commit everything. And it's so easy to commit when the situation's convenient for you, but when it's not convenient for you, it's bloody hard.
Yes.
So yeah, so in the beginning it was okay, but then it started to get difficult because this came up or this situation came up, and then you had to kind of like sort things out, and then so really earlier on I really had to kind of have one-to-one time with myself and say
Yeah.
like, is this really something you wanted to do?
Okay.
Especially because I didn't know anything about it. So I did that, went past that, and I was like, I'm gonna do my best. I'm gonna, even though I didn't have necessarily the support at the time, neither did I have the finance. I was like, I'm gonna do my best because I really wanna, even if I win or not, it didn't matter to me. It was kind of like for myself.
Yeah.
Just want to experience it.
Yeah, experience it. And I saw how women changed from doing pageants. And that was a real inspiration for me, like Catriona. Catriona is very talented. She kind of has that in her. She's very special. But I mean, watching other pageants before, seeing how like the women would just confidently walk on a stage, although it looks really easy on TV, that's really scary. Like that's really scary to do, and the things that you're talking about, you really need to be passionate about it, and a lot of these things need to come from within. You can't fake it. I mean, you can, but it only goes so far. You know, people are not dumb, and I feel like they really
Yeah.
suss things out when it's not genuine.
But did you get
Yeah.
your support from your friends and family?
So I got my biggest support from my church family. Yeah.
okay.
At the time, I'm not gonna lie, if I'm being honest with you, my mom wasn't really convinced.
It was like,
She
are
was
you
like,
sure?
I think she saw me and she saw how stressed I was. And she was like,
Yeah, yeah.
anak,
Parang anak, pahinga ka lang. Huwag ka namang
wag na lang. Sabi niya, sabi niya, wag na lang. If it's stressing you out, like, you know, just quit. And I'm like, this is not very useful advice, but I can see where it's coming from, right?
Yes,
So at the time, she was kind of not really convinced. She was just more like, oh, sige, like, you know, just have fun type of thing. But it was my church family that really kind of understood and was like, oh, sige, you know what, we're going to be there for you, we're going to support you. And till this day, I'm so grateful for them. And yeah, even till finals, they all turned up. They were all there with
Wow,
banners,
yeah.
cheering my name while I was on stage. Yeah, that was amazing.
So it's not easy, no? It's not easy.
It's not easy at all.
So lalo na, that was the UK pageant, no?
Yeah.
And then you won, you got the crown, and then you were
Yes.
sent to the Philippines to join. Kasi guys, she represented Iloilo province.
Yes,
Shout out sa
correct.
mga
Iloilo
taga
province.
Iloilo.
Yeah,
Yes.
sa Miss Universe Philippines 2025.
Yes.
Batch ni Atisa Manalo.
Yes,
So
that is correct.
it's a bigger pageant, isn't it?
Yes, a bigger crazy world.
Yeah.
Bigger world. Yes. Once you go to the Philippines, like
Competition is
literally,
competition, yeah.
like pageantry in the Philippines, I think is the equivalent of either Olympics or football here in the UK,
Yes.
right? Like it's a serious game.
Yeah.
Like even girls from other countries, they come to the Philippines
And
to
watch it.
train.
Yeah.
train.
Yeah.
Because they really respect the Filipino training,
Yeah.
you know.
And in the world, Philippines
Yeah.
is, you know, one of the best in terms
Yeah.
of beauty pageant.
Always
Correct.
kasama sa top, diba?
Yes.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
So tell us your journey nung nanalo ka ng Miss Royalties. So is it automatic ikaw na mag-represent for certain city in the Philippines, or you need to apply for that? Ano ba?
Oh, okay. So how it worked was, so last year, actually, Miss Universe Philippines wanted 2 winners from the UK.
UK.
So me and my pageant sister, Shamara Krupa, shout out to Shamara.
Shamara,
She's in the
hello.
Philippines at the moment, you know, doing her thing,
Yeah.
making it big. So I'm so proud of her. But yeah, so she also won another crown for Miss Universe Philippines as well. So both of us winner kami. So we were both winners, and we both went to the Philippines for the competition. When we got to the Philippines, we were told that we actually had to represent a place within the Philippines.
Okay.
But as the international girlies, we kind of found out like closer to the time that it started. During that time, we were really excited to represent, because as a Ilongga,
Yes,
any
of course.
opportunity to shout out our name,
Yes.
I'm there. And like growing up in Iloilo, like, you know, Ilonggos are known to be kind, you know, very malambing, you know, city of love.
Yes.
So like I have a lot of great memories. So yeah, so I was really excited to represent Iloilo province. And so yeah, I did my due diligence. I went back. I was actually already in Iloilo when I found out. And I already had thankfully prepared a video and all of that. So yeah, so I'm really happy because I was able to connect with Ilonggo designers, and my team was fully Ilonggos. So we're all like Iloilo pride. We were all there kind of representing Iloilo province on the Miss Universe stage.
Grabe experience, you know?
Grabe.
Yeah, that was
One
really
hell
cool.
of an experience.
Yeah, it was.
But
It was-
I'm curious about the competition. Which part of it is, did you enjoy the most?
Wow.
And
okay.
which part is for you the most difficult part?
Oh, that's a good question. So I would say the part where I enjoyed the most, there were 2 different times. So actually, as you know, we had a lot of challenges throughout the competition.
Yeah.
The challenge I really enjoyed the most was actually the Wuling challenge. So Wuling is a car brand. I think it's a
Okay.
Chinese car brand.
yeah.
And then we had to we had photo shoots for that, and we had to kind of we had a peg that we needed to follow, and that was basically, we got a peg and then we had to follow that. And then there was one where we had to there was 2 challenges, but one of them we had to do a catwalk basically.
Okay.
And that was really fun. I really enjoyed that.
But you enjoyed mga catwalk pasarela, no? Kasi
Yeah,
she's
because that was my thing.
Yeah, she's,
Yeah.
she won best in pasarela.
Best in
here.
Yeah,
Pasarela.
here
Okay.
I won Best
Yeah.
in Pasarela, so that was fun. And actually, like, funny story, I didn't actually know how to walk in the beginning. Like, I knew nothing. I couldn't even like walk in heels. I was like stumbling everywhere. But it just shows that, dedication and hard work. So I'd finish like a night shift. I'd go to the gym and practice my
And you walk.
pasarela.
Okay.
Yeah, like that's what I would do. And I also had a great coach, Ate
Yeah.
Krista.
Oh, Ate Krista.
Yeah, she was my coach.
Shout out natin,
Shout out.
Krista.
Shout out to
Krista,
Ate
shout out.
Krista
Yeah.
Borja. So thank you,
Yeah.
Ate Krista. So she was my coach. She was very understanding, really supportive as well. So that was great. And yeah, but like in my own time, I had to train myself. Because it was a long competition. So anyways, long story short, so I enjoyed that challenge the most because
Anong
of
ano
pasarela.
ba? Sobra bang nakakakaba? Kung nandun ka na sa, siyempre, Miss Universe in the
Yeah,
Philippines,
it
you know?
is.
It's different naman dito sa London. So ano yung feeling na, parang nandun ka na sa stage, Philippines, representing a certain city. Ano ba yung feeling nun?
Unreal, as in unreal. Kasi, it's actually, I'm literally standing on a stage that a lot of girls have dreamt about, but weren't ever maybe able to stand on. So that was that was like a lot of pressure. And of course, I'm representing England, but also Iloilo province, and Iloilo province is known to be, really good.
Yeah,
like
they've sent a
Iloilo
winner.
City as well,
Something, di ba? Si ano? Ano yung name yung nanalo from
Si
Iloilo?
Rabia,
Rabia
Mateo,
Yeah.
yes. So like, kind of, that was also a bit of pressure for me. But just in general, being on the stage, like, you want to do your best. You always want to do your best. So that naturally is pressuring. But I had to keep reminding myself, like, I'm already here for a reason. I'm here for a reason, and the most I can do is just have fun.
Have fun,
So
enjoy, yeah.
that's what I had to keep reminding myself. And at the end of the day, I had fun. I really enjoyed my experience with Miss Universe Philippines, and I would never change it for the world. Like that. That's like a like I did that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bucket list,
so-
yeah. But tell us about your national costume.
National
Yes.
costume.
What was your national costume?
Wow. So my national costume was, so our theme was actually mythical creatures.
Mythical
There we
creatures,
go.
yeah.
Mythical creatures. Thank you.
Thank you, production team.
Thank you, production team, for that. So it was mythical creatures, and oh my gosh, I really wanted to ace that. Like, me and my team worked so hard, especially like my manager. Shout out to Rufi Itaas, who is also my designer and for my gown, and also for my manager. So shout out Rufi, thank you so much for everything. Mwah, mwah, mwah. He actually designed the costume, and also my other Iloilo team. So he designed it with them, and there was a lot of little tweaks along the way, as you do. And yeah, I was just so on fire to ace that on stage. So my costume was a San Telmo, actually.
The fire.
Yes, the fire element. And there was actually a lot of back and forth with this. Kasi I'm a Christian. So, and if you think about mythical creatures, a lot of them were like demons, right? We had a lot of conversations on what we should do for that, and we kind of picked San Telmo because it was the closest thing to something that people would see, but actually scientifically can be
yeah.
proven,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So thank God there was something we found.
Yeah.
And
good.
yeah, so kind of like I shout out also to Jessner for helping me kind of embody the costume, because you really need to, like, it's acting,
Characterization, yeah.
Yes, that's really important.
Is it heavy?
Was it big?
Is it heavy?
Like, big
It
and
was heavy, and we had to really tweak it, because before it used to be like a big dome, and then we didn't really know how the stage would be like till later on, till the day actually. We had to tweak it, and we ended up kind of finalizing it with half a dome, and then I had to kind of, when I went back to Iloilo before the finals, I had to practice with the costume with Jessner and my whole Iloilo team, Rufy, and yeah, like I made sure to embody it. And when I was on stage, I said a little prayer behind before because basically how it worked was I had to turn around and kind of like do my thing, and we only had like I think a minute.
Yeah.
Because it was 67 girls. So, and also during that time, I don't know if you knew, Miss Universe, the whole Miss Universe queens, all of them were there.
Okay.
So,
Nanood ka, di ba?
yeah, the 4 queens were there, as well as the
So,
owner
pressure.
of Miss Universe was there watching. And my mom actually, thankfully, bought a table there too. She was there too with my family. And I mean, some of my aunties and my cousins, and they were cheering for me as well. And I think so I don't know if you saw how my costume was. So basically, so in the beginning, it looks kind of like a dress, but then I pull it up, and it's like a fire element. It looks like a fireball, like an actual San Telmo. And I turn around and spin, and basically everyone was shocked that it actually was able to do that. So yeah, so that really stood out, and hence why I won Best in Costume.
Wow, nice.
Hey, best in costume.
Yes.
So that was a big thing for me because last year Alexi Brooks won Best in Costume
Yeah.
as well, right?
Yeah.
And she was
She's Ilo din,
yeah,
diba?
Iloilo
din
City,
pala.
and
Oh,
her
tama.
costume was made by Tata. So, who is an amazing designer as well. I met him as well. I had the pleasure to meeting him. He was absolutely humble. So yeah, I just in general like Ilonggo talent, Ilonggo creativity. I'm so proud, so proud. So it was great to be able to bring that on the Miss Universe stage and win a title for Iloilo province. Like amazing.
Congrats.
Thank you.
Eto na nga, ano. So, how did you balance nursing and joining
Yan.
beauty pageant?
Ooh.
Kasi merap yun.
Paano mo
nag-work
nagagawa
ka, oh.
yun? Kasi meron tayong dyan ng mga nurses na gustong sumali sa mga beauty pageants. So,
Yeah.
they want to know kung
How
ano-
did I
Yeah.
Balance,
how did I
like,
balance
nag-work ka
it?
ba? Or did you stop working for some time? While nasa pageant ka?
Good question. I would say when I did the pageant in the UK, I continued working
Yeah,
full
okay,
time,
yeah.
and I would just do as much as I could in between my off days.
Was it not hard?
It was very difficult.
No?
I knew nothing about pageants, and I had to kind of research a lot about my gown, what type of style I wanted, what kind of what things I really cared about, what I wanted to talk about. What make these questions when they ask you these questions like what makes you a beauty queen? Why did you go into pageantry?
What is the essence of being?
Yeah, it really needs to come from within. I
Yeah.
mean, you could say something that's random,
It's not, yeah.
but it will show when you're talking about it. Because when you're passionate about something, your eyes light up, right?
Yeah.
And you just can't stop talking about it. And so I used a lot of my time figuring out why I really joined this. What's the point in joining this? I actually kept asking myself throughout that time, why did I join beauty pageants? Why am I here? Why am I doing it? Because once you discover that earlier on, the rest of the journey is so easy because then you'll have a hurdle and you'll be like, yeah, well, I joined it because of this. So like for me, I think if there was one thing I could really tell other girls, I mean, this will probably be a question that you wanted to ask me later on, but it would be like you really have to have a purpose in joining it. It sounds really silly. It sounds really oh, of course. But actually it's true because when the rough times come, you really need to remember why you did something, right? Your why. Remember your why.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did you apply for annual leave or kasi mahirap mag-balance
yung
yung time,
preparation.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe
To
joining
be
pageant
honest,
and
I
working.
didn't.
You
I didn't because
Mahirap na.
I wanted to save all my annual leave
For
for when I need to use
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
And so I used it for when I went to the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
So I saved it for that, thankfully. And I would just make sure that I was organized when I joined the pageant and did as much as I could when I had my off days. But like I said, sometimes you closer to coronation night,
Yeah.
you have to put in 110% effort. So I had to finish my night shift. I wouldn't sleep. I'd go straight to gym.
Ang hirap.
And
Grabe,
then
no?
I'd have a studio and then
Yan yung mga
practice.
bagay na
Discipline talaga.
behind the scene na hindi nakikita.
Yeah.
Yung preparation.
Exactly.
Imagine nag-shift ka tapos yung utak mo habang nandun ka sa work, kaya mo siyang balansehin, di ba? You need to focus on your job. Pero yung after that, pupunta ka na sa gym,
Yeah,
prepare.
it's true. It was a lot of work, a lot of hard work, but you know, you see the fruits of it after. So, and I did, and I was really grateful to God for giving me this opportunity and for like my friends and family who were there for me to support me. But yeah, it just shows like you put in the work that you want to receive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alam ba ng mga workmates mo na sumasali ka?
Okay.
Because I'm sure there are Filipino nurses din sa department mo. I'm sure. I'm pretty sure
they
of
were
that.
so supportive.
But yeah.
Thank God. they were like, Dai, like,
Do you tell them
continue."
na I'm joining or nakakita lang nila sa sa TV or sa
Nabibigla
internet?
sila.
No,
Is
so
this you?
I would like parang I told them I didn't tell them I was joining. I
Yeah.
told them they kind of found out when I started selling tickets.
Ah.
So I had to sell like raffle tickets and like also entry tickets like come watch me, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
support me, ganito ganito. And a lot of the doctors and the nurses, they were so supportive. They're like, oh, sige, we'll buy a raffle ticket. We'll support you. Because that was also another crown, like Miss Charity, that I also wanted to win. So yeah, so because that's a real crown, Miss Charity. So yes, I worked like 110% talaga because I wanted to really, you know, commit.
So pag dumadating siya sa hospital, ayan na si Miss Beauty
Yes.
Queen.
Yeah.
Diba?
Try mo naman, naglalakad ka sa lobby sa hospital tapos inisip mo na beauty queen ka na.
I mean, no.
Di, paglakad niya sa lobby, feel na feel niya.
Ay, parang gown.
Oo.
Pero Angeline,
Yes.
what do you think are yung mga characteristics mo as a nurse or yung mga learning mo as a nurse na
Yeah.
na-apply mo in joining beauty pageants?
Ooh, that is a good question.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that
wonderful
question.
question.
60 seconds starts now.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Wait!
You the interpreter for Tagalog?
That's so funny. I would say actually there are many
Yeah,
skills
yeah.
like adaptable skills that I used from being a nurse and applying that. I think you know as a nurse naturally you have to kind of prepare yourself. I mean you have to be organized.
Just like sa
and-
duty, di ba? Prepared
Yeah.
ka sa duty.
Prepared ka
yeah,
dapat.
beauty
but you
pageant.
have to prepare yourself for the worst.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah.
Always for the
Kasi
worst.
di mo alam sa shift mo.
You never know what can
everything
happen.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Always be
Or
ready.
anything.
Diba? And I think that went really well with pageantry because there were many circumstances in the Philippines where parang last minute things would change, last minute this would happen, and actually those last minute changes at the time it didn't. Now that I think about it, never really phased me because parang I was already used to that world.
Parang
It's
ano
ready.
bro, ay, wala
Oh,
to.
it's-
Bring
Yeah,
it on.
bring it on, let's
Nurse
go.
Nurse to.
Wala to.
Oh, nurse ako, kaya ko to.
Yeah.
Diba?
And you know, we're always ready as nurses to
Yeah.
get stuck in.
Exactly.
We're always ready to, you know, roll up our sleeves. Oh, sige, if that's what it needs to be, what needs to be done, okay, sige,
Let's do
let's
it.
go it. Let's do it, right? And I think that's so commendable as nurses.
Yeah.
And it's something that we don't actually get you know appreciated much for, right? As nurses, like it takes a certain type of person to be a nurse, to be able to always be ready, to not complain and just focus on, you know, doing your best for the patient. Like that's not easy because as humans our selfish desires is to take care of ourselves, right?
Yeah.
Like as long as I'm okay, it's all good. But like you kind of have to put the patient's best before yourself, right? So yeah, so kind of that, ano.
Alam
that
ba nila
helped
na
me.
nurse ka sa pageant? Yung mga contestants, mga...
Actually, yes and no. I think when the opportunity calls,
Yeah.
then
Oh.
that's when I said I was a nurse.
Wala naman na parang nahihimatay sa backstage tapos, oy, nurse ako.
Lahat yung naging nurse. ganun.
Wala naman.
No, wala naman. Thank God.
May- yeah.
I'll be like, sorry guys, I'm a baby nurse. Any babies here? No. Okay, then I can't help you. Dr. Gabby.
Oh, andun siya.
Oo.
Anyway, may question ako, Angeline. Kung papapiliin ka ngayon, isang isang tanong, isang sagot. Papapiliin ka.
Okay, wow.
Kung papapiliin ka ngayon, anong pipiliin mo? Maging isang nurse or maging isang beauty queen?
Ooh, that's actually really hard.
Thank you for that wonderful question.
Thank you for
again.
the wonderful question.
Medyo mahirap.
I would say at this very moment in time, it would be nursing. At this very moment in time.
Nursing.
Okay.
Yeah.
At dahil dyan, magbabalik ang
The Nurse Nurse Show!
Alright, we're back, bro.
Yes.
Angeline, we're
Ang
back.
saya ng ano natin.
Grabe,
episode.
yes,
Yes.
Pero, hindi namin papalampasin na hindi ka namin matatanong. ng mga beauty pageant questions.
Ooh,
So we
okay.
prepared something
Icebreaker.
for you. Yeah.
Yes.
So we have questions here
Here,
sa aming
Okay.
magic bowl.
Yes.
Ooh
So,
la la.
you're gonna pick?
Pick a question and then
Ooh,
we'll
okay.
ask you. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's pick one.
Nice.
Can I see it first? I'm joking.
This one is from Judge Siege
Judge
Manto.
number.
Yeah.
Judge.
Many say that Filipino nurses are among the most compassionate in the world.
Yes.
What makes the Filipino brand of care unique?
Oh, diba?
Ooh.
Pang-beauty.
Thank you so much for that question.
Feeling ko ding dong dong.
Ooh, I would say what makes the Filipino brand unique is that when we care, we truly care from the heart. Not only from the heart, but how we care is really different. We're so hardworking as people that naturally just doing the standard is not acceptable. For us, we always try and do the best. We always try and go over the limit, or we always think about how can we do this better. And I can actually say that every Filipino is like that, especially nurses, Filipino nurses. So yeah, and I can say that confidently with my chest that we're actually like that. And I think that really stands out as a Filipino because, I mean, then and then again, that's why a lot of countries like to recruit us Filipinos from the Philippines, straight from the Philippines, because they know that the care that we offer, like internationally, is of a different standard. And I think we should really be proud of that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, next question.
More.
Next question.
Ang dami pa. no?
I.
Okay, siguro naman.
Okay.
Miss Iloilo.
Yes.
If you could teach the world one Filipino nursing value, what would it be and why?
Ooh, if I could teach the world one nursing value, it would be, as a Filipino myself, is to give abundantly. I think as Filipinos, we love to give, and it's definitely, I would say, our nature to give. But when we give, we don't just give, we give from our heart and we give abundantly. Like there's no tomorrow. So if we have food, we love to share that. Anything, clothes, whatever it is. The fact that we are able to give someone that and help someone else or help our kapwa makes us happy and gives us joy. So I think that's something that the world can also learn, like to give abundantly, and that everything will come back to you abundantly too.
I'm listening to you ba? Like, I'm listening to you. Parang mukha mo si Catriona.
Catriona,
Talaga?
nakatitig ako parang si Catriona
Thank you so
Gray.
much.
Diba?
Okay, more.
Thank you. Okay.
Last two.
Ano mo yung lava walk ni, nakalaba si Catriona kasi sa
God.
Mayon Volcano.
Oh, that video, I don't know how many times I've watched that video, like 1,000
Pati yung
times.
swimsuit
So,
competition
swimsuit,
niya.
yung
Ang
kay-
turn niya.
Yung kay Neo, di ba? Yung yung
Yes,
Miss Independent, di ba?
yeah.
Ganda. Miss England. Wow.
Yes.
If you were given the power to change one nursing problem in the Philippines overnight, what would it be and why?
Ooh, I would say if I was able to change one nursing problem per se in the Philippines, it would be the earnings of the Filipinos in the Philippines.
Panalo na agad!
So you guys agree with me?
Yes, of course.
We're waiting for that question, for that answer. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, it would be definitely the earnings of the Filipinos. I mean, as a nurse in general, like it's already hard here in the UK. Like, I mean, Filipino nurses come here to have a better life and to be able to send financially money back to the Philippines so that their family can also have a better life. But in the Philippines mismo, the nurses, they work extra hard there. But they still don't get paid what they deserve, and it's really heartbreaking to see that, because it's sad. As a nurse, you work, you do your best, and it doesn't really feel like you really have that return, you know.
Yeah.
And like I said before, like nurses don't just work the minimum; they do their best. So it doesn't feel like you're really receiving what you deserve, you know, at the end of the day. So it makes me sad, and I just pray for the nurses back home, and I just pray that something changes within the government and within the, you know, within the healthcare service. And also another thing is, I would really like, one of my dreams is that the Philippines would, I mean, you could say it's an impossible dream, but I believe in the impossible and I believe in God. And so I believe that things that are impossible now will be possible in the future. And I think one thing is healthcare service. I believe that I really hope that in the future and pray for it that it would eventually be free, or people can really, families who are struggling can be able to afford healthcare service, because it saddens me to kind of see the families who can't and they can't get care. It's really sad to see. So yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more?
Last one.
Last question.
Okay.
Sige. Ako na magbunot kasi last na.
Okay.
Parang mas mahirap ba yung questions dito kaysa sa real Miss Universe?
Nerve-wracking.
No, actually, I really enjoy these questions.
really?
Yeah.
Okay, last question for Miss Universe.
Okay.
Miss Universe. If you could change one misconception about the Filipino nurses, again, if you would change one misconception about the Filipino nurses, what would it be and why?
One misconception I would like to change about Filipino nurses is that we're not only a Filipino nurse. Especially now, you see a lot of nurses, you kind of see a Filipino and then you already kind of assume they're a nurse. You're like, oh, what job do you do, right? Oh, I'm a nurse. Oh, yeah, I knew you were a nurse. But actually, like I said before, Filipinos are so talented, and I think that we shouldn't be put in a box. I think that many Filipinos, okay, they're a nurse, but actually they're also very talented in many other things. And just sitting here in general is a showcase of that. Like, you're a photographer, you're an amazing photographer, but you're also doing the show, and you're a nurse, right?
Yes.
And you're also very talented. You're a creator. You're also a nurse. And it just shows that we are multifaceted and we're multi-talented. And that's why this is a true example of why I wanted to create a platform or showcase this talent within the UK, because I think no one really talks about it that much, and I think, oh yeah, you're a nurse, you're Filipino, right? You're a nurse. Like, they just assume you are, but we're more than just that, and I want the world to see that. So
Ganda.
Grabe.
Grabe yun.
By the way, Angeline, what was
Yes.
your advocacy? Kasi may mga advocacy.
Yes,
Yung beauty,
advocacy.
tsaka meron yung advocacy, di ba? So, what's your advocacy?
thank you for asking. So my advocacy
Yeah.
was mental health awareness for OFW workers.
Oh, very important.
yeah,
Yes.
so it's
Ganda.
quite niche,
Ganda.
but
Why did you choose this advocacy?
I think it was one of those things where, linking back to what I was saying before, I think a lot of people assume that as a Filipino nurse, it's almost like a given. You come to another country and you work there, because it's so prominent to see that. And I'm trying to imagine myself and the struggles I went through as a child of a single mom who was an OFW worker, and not seeing my mom all the time and being kind of alone because my mom was always working. I kind of had to think about taking the situation into perspective. It must be so mentally challenging for a lot of nurses who've come to a new country, have to build their own future by themselves with no support. Okay, support from the hospital for sure, but you're in a new country. Like, there's so many things.
New
Where do I?
culture.
Yeah, like the weather is different than the
Weather,
Philippines,
culture,
right?
food.
Yeah, everything. Like, but then you're parang Filipino mindset again. You just work hard, you just adapt. And we're so good at adapting,
We're
which is great.
flexible. Yeah.
But then we also almost forget about ourselves, because we're so worried. I mean, Filipinos, OFW workers, are so worried about their families back home that they forget about themselves.
Yeah.
They don't give back to themselves. They don't
Correct.
take care of themselves.
Yeah.
That selflessness is
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing. But you also kind of run yourself dry, and then you might get into a hiccup where mentally you feel a bit unstable, but it's normal, because like, look what you're doing, girl. Like, you have like your family you worry about, you're trying to live in a new country, trying to adapt to everything. Of course it's gonna like eventually take a hold on you. And I think putting that into perspective, it just shows me how amazing we are as Filipinos. Like, wow,
Yeah.
like, we really did this. Like,
Yeah.
and that's why we create a name for ourselves, like, internationally. So, and I think that's something we should pat our backs
Yes.
on
Yeah.
for doing that, and doing that really well. So
Very well said.
Yeah.
Very well said.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ang galing ni Angeline.
Naano ko so,
Na-amaze ako.
Tsaka kasi dati pinapanood ko lang sa parang ngayon meron na talagang beauty queen na
Oo.
ako tayo pa nag-ask ng question, di ba?
Wow.
Feeling ko, host art, Digdong Dantes nga. No?
But thank you so much. Ang dami naming natutunan today.
Thank you so much
Yeah.
for having
Thank
me.
you.
It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Pero before ka mag-goodbye,
Yes.
meron kaming final question for you.
Oh,
Yes,
sige.
there's a final question. So ito na yon,
Ay.
Angeline.
Okay.
If given a chance to speak to our fellow citizens and encourage them to watch and subscribe to the Nurse Show, what would you say to them?
Ooh, okay. Hello, everyone. This is Angeline. I would just like to kindly invite you all to watch the Nurse Show. It's been such an amazing time being invited here and sharing my story as a Miss Universe Philippines candidate representing Iloilo Province and also England. But yeah, I would like you to continually support the Nurse Show. Like, people like you guys allow me and other nurses to showcase our stories, our experiences, and really inspire other people who want to follow in our footsteps. But also we learn more about ourselves and about you guys too, and just bringing the community together as Filipinos. So thank you so much, guys. And again, please come and watch the Nurse Show.
Thank
You won't be disappointed.
Okay, Angeline. So before we end the show, what's your final message to everyone?
This is to all the aspiring beauty queens out there. It's never too late to become a beauty queen or to join a beauty pageant. Me being 29, I never thought that I would be in this position right now and having to walk on the Miss Universe Philippines stage, but I was able to do so, and so those girls can do so too. You guys can do that too. So that would be my biggest message out there to the other girls who are wanting to be a beauty queen like me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Go, bro. What's your
Ako,
final message?
Final message, I think, beauty is not just sa physical lang. Beauty is, pwede siya for if you're giving compassion, you're giving kindness, you're giving service to the people. And that's what we are as nurses. We bring healing to the world. So
Yes.
nurses are beautiful. You're beautiful.
Exactly.
Yes, everyone's beautiful.
Everyone's
Yes,
beautiful.
I agree.
Isipin mo, bro, from scrubs to crowns. Diba? Wow talaga. Thank you, Angeline,
Oh,
for
thank
inspiring.
you.
And to those nurses who's wearing invisible crowns every day,
Yes.
yes, stay compassionate and stay confident. Whether you're in the hospital or you're in the big stage, what matters most is the impact you made for the
Correct.
people. So
Completely agree.
that's all. Thank you.
And I
Beautifully said.
Galing mo, bro. Pwede ka na sumali sa Mr. Universe.
Bro.
No, sige na.
Kaso overage na. Before we end,
May
get
gift
us
kami
Angeline
sa'yo.
a
Ito.
simple token from
Oh my
Nurse
gosh,
Show.
I
I hope,
gift. I love
magamit
gifts.
mo siya sa work. And
Wow.
This is a limited edition cup.
Yes.
Wow, limited
Mug. Yeah.
Mug, a mug.
Should
Sorry.
I be like, my
Yeah.
hand should be shaking?
You can use it at work.
Yeah, so
Or
It
ano.
looks beautiful. Thank you
Yes.
so much, guys. I love this. Look at that. The Nurse Show.
For coffee.
It's official. I earned my, my token.
Thank you.
Thank
Angeline.
you
Thank you so much. And where can our
Yeah.
viewers find you or see you sa social media?
So you can catch me on my Instagram account, Angeline Kailani, and also it's the same on Facebook, which is Angeline Kailani. So follow me there, guys, and follow my journey. You never know where I might go next. So yeah.
Please follow me, Siege Manto, sa Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and also please support, again, the Nurse Show po sa YouTube namin. Ikaw, bro.
Yes, and please follow me as well on Instagram, EJ Abarrientos Photography, and our Facebook, Instagram, Spotify,
yes.
all media
TikTok,
platforms,
yeah.
TikTok. Yeah,
YouTube.
please follow the Nurse Show. This is EJ Abarrientos, your nurse photographer in the UK.
And this is Siege Manto, your digital nurse from London. This is a story created by nurses for nurses. This is the
Nurse Show Season 2!
For more interesting nursing stories, please follow the Nurse Show.
Nagustuhan niyo ba yung episode natin ngayon? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the notification bell para updated kayo sa chismis.
This is your safe space, mga ka-Nurse Squad. We feel you, we hear you, and we are you. This is the Nurse Show. Dito ka belong.